Hello, hello, crafty peeps. Welcome back to my channel, Crafty-ish Kristyn. Today I am going to be reviewing and kitting down this little mini set. This is from Pretty Little Gem, and it is the hot air balloon set. This is finish number 13 for me for the year, and finish 58 overall. This is the little thing that comes on the outside of the box, like that. I almost wish there was something on the actual box that said what kit it was, because if you take that off, then it's not on there, but, that's kind of nitpicky, but that is all right. Let's see, there is that. There are 12 mini paintings in this set, and they are partials, so they don't take too long to do. They are square drills, and they are resin, so they are very uniform. There's no weird bumps in them when you run your hand down them. If the drills look crooked, that is mainly me, because usually I was doing these while I was sitting on the couch, so probably not the best way to do it, but I like to keep my hands busy. So there are 12 hot air balloon sets. There's a few that have some more monochromatic color schemes, and then others are, just like a mixture of happy little colors. I will say, towards the last, I want to say 4 or 5 of these, I was getting kind of mentally done with the hot air balloons. That's not the painting set's fault. That's just me not having an attention span. I do think going forward, I would try to pick mini sets where there's more of a variety of images, just so I don't get fatigued and not want to finish them and then start a different mini set. But overall, I did not have any issues with drills not staying on, with, there's really no glue overhang on the images. I am not a fan of, you can see the cut line right there and the printing on the front. If you wanted to frame these, then you might want to trim some of that off. Again, just trying to be a little nitpicky, but it would not deter me from buying more sets of these. I did see they had some holiday ones. I think there was an ugly Christmas sweater set that was really cute. And I do have 2 more sets of this brand, so I probably will wait until I do another one of those before I purchase any more. So yeah, that was, like I said, finish number 13 for the year, and finish number 58 overall. Let's get that stuff moved out of the way. And there was some trash, although there was a lot of trash that I probably didn't catch, or I dropped some because, sitting on the couch, etc., etc. But overall, very pleased. Would highly recommend if you are in the market for some minis and maybe want to try some different images that, maybe you haven't seen someone else do. And when I bought them, they did have a buy 2, get 1 free sale. I don't know how often they do sets, but I will have their website listed in the description box down below. Let me grab my spare drills and we will get these put away. Don't go anywhere. Before I forget, I hope everybody is doing awesome, well, and amazing. And if you are not, I hope that things get better for you soon, because you are awesome. Yes, you are. I have information about my spare drill storage in the description box as well. And I've actually made a little change. That's right. I took out all of the Art Dot drills, because before I had this box and 5 more full of my spares, and the art dot drills took up a very, 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 very large portion of the box. And since I am not happy with the quality of the art dot drills, I decided, why am I letting them take up space in here, making it more difficult to kit things down? So I put them in a box that's just in the closet for now. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I really don't, because like if somebody wanted them, that would cost some money to send them to someone. So I'm a little torn. I am a little torn. I was thinking, you know, maybe I could do something. Maybe, you know, I've seen people make Christmas balls with spare drills, or oh, I have 2 bags with 210. You know, just there's different things, you know, maybe resin or something. I don't know. I don't really know. And I don't have the brain power right now to come up with something creative. So we're just gonna let them sit in the closet. They're not hurting anybody. But at least now, every time I open up my spares, I'm not hit in the face with those drills that I'm not happy with. Oh, look, see? I have that brand new one. Thank you, thank you. And there are not many left in a lot of these, which is okay. Some is better than none. And I did not run out of any colors. That is always exciting when that happens. There were a few of the hot air balloon paintings that they looked very similar, you know, like just barely any color difference or, you know, design difference, which again, you can only make so many different kinds of hot air balloons on a small scale. If you had a giant diamond painting, maybe you could make some really fantastical things, but yeah. So these boxes are a lot lighter now, and I condensed it from 6 boxes like this to 4. So that is not too shabby in my opinion. Now it takes up less space, and box number 5, which was originally box number 7 because that was spare drills, now those can sit with these ones because I have them on a bookshelf, and I could only stack, you know, two rows of 3. So only 6 could fit on the shelf, but now all 5 can fit with room for one more if I need another box. Oh, yay. Let's see. And if you have not watched the latest episode of Spilling the Tea, and that is the little dysfunctional talk show that Mushmellow over at Dark and Creepy Diamond Painting and I host, we did issue a little challenge with a little potential giveaway attached to it. I will link that episode down below. And somebody suggested this, and I think it is a fabulous idea. Fabulous. If you have any questions for us that we could answer in the next Spilling the Tea, maybe we'll do a viewer question episode. So if you have any questions for me or Mushy or the both of us, let them know in the comments, and we will compile a list. So that will probably happen in August sometime. Don't know when exactly, because she is on staycation, which highly recommend. We'll also list her channel down below because she is doing 4 weeks of 5 new content things a week. So like Monday through Friday, new content. There will be 2 different series, and then I I'm not sure what other ones she's doing. So definitely recommend if you are looking for content to watch. I personally very much enjoy the tales from the Whipped, as I am a fan of, you know, true crime and conspiracies and that, you know, so it combines two of my favorite things, which is true crime and diamond painting. Not that I'm a fan of crime, you know what I mean, but like listening to it while I diamond paint and stuff like that. Let's see, 704. Whoa. Well, this is why you put it in a tray. The exact reason. Whoa, and I just, woo, look at me spilling all over. Spilling all over. Let's see. Oh, okay. 725. Okay, next. Oh, hello. Don't be falling out of there, little bag. Don't you freaking do it. Don't you freaking do it. All right, next box right here. 725. 725? Come on. No? Did I miss it? Oh my goodness. Oh, geez. Hang on. Somebody's dropping the ball. Oh, yeah, I did. Well, I totally didn't. It's all right. Nobody will tell on me. Don't call the diamond painting police, please. Okay, now we're done with box number 1. And I didn't actually, I kept meaning to do it while I was working on these because I didn't put them in numeric, like, I put them, you know, in order like 1 through 8 and then the alphabet. But this time I didn't go back and rearrange them because there were some lowercase letters. I didn't do it, and then I kept thinking I was going to do it, and then I had done 7 of the paintings, and I was like, well, what's the point now? So that's actually helping me because they're in DMC order still. Happy little accidents, happy little surprises. And it wasn't hard with only 40 colors to find the color I was looking for. That definitely did in fact help. If it had been, you know, 60, 70, 80 colors, then I might have rearranged real quick. Let's see, U 793. Oh, don't have this one either. Look at me. I read this article, and I so many times now I feel like I wonder, are people just making stuff up? And when they, you know, like talk to a news organization or something like that, because maybe people just want attention or they just want to mess with our brains. But it was this article, and I don't remember where it was because then I couldn't find it again, which is also sus. But there was a story about the Labubus, the little creepy bunny thing that has like the kind of human face that adults are basically wrestling each other at the mall for. Don't understand it. No shade if you're obsessed. Like I just don't get it. But this article was, they were interviewing some guy, and he was saying how he was just so in love with the Labubus, right? Like they were soulmates and they were his favorite thing ever, that he decided to quit his job so he could collect them full time. I didn't think the Labubus had been out for that long, but maybe they have. And I don't remember how much he said he had spent on his collection, but it was a lot of money. And my first thought was, if you've spent, you know, 30 grand or whatever on a hobby, I think you might need the job. You know, that's just me. Unless you've, you know, maybe got a trust fund or you have a lot of money saved up. I would be horrified if one of my kids came to me and said that they needed to quit their job so they could collect something full time, you know, because I'd be like, where are you going to get this magical money from? Because it ain't coming from me. I'm not going to help you pay your bills so you can collect toys and stuffed animals for a living. You know, if you can do it and you can afford your bills and whatever, like, you know, go you. But as a parent, I ain't funding that. You know, just like I know my parents would have not funded that. If I said, oh, Mom, I just can't work because all I think about are Care Bears. I have to go pro. I have to collect them full time. She'd have been like, okay, that's cool. You know, just let me know what corner to visit you on when you get kicked out of your apartment or your house because you can't pay your bills. And again, I don't know if it's real. It could just be somebody trying to mess with people and trying to get, you know, rage bait clicks, which is a total thing. But yeah, I don't know. I guess I just don't understand some of these extreme trends, you know, kind of like with the Stanley Cups, you know, but then they show people going to the Goodwill and they see a whole row of Stanley Cups. So, you know, I don't know. I guess I'm kind of glad I don't have that collector mindset of I have to have them all, because I know there are people who do have, you know, actual, you know, diagnosed issues with that kind of stuff. What is this? 3708. Oh yeah. Do you have any Labubu's? Are they your favorite possession? It makes me think of the Beanie Babies, right? Like, you know, if you're of a certain age, you remember the Beanie Baby craze. And how people were saying that they were paying all this money for the Beanie Babies because, you know, that was going to put their kids through college. Yeah, it didn't really work out too well for a lot of people. Because sadly, they weren't really worth much of anything after the whole, you know, rise and fall. I'm sure there are certain collectible things that are worth money, but I apparently don't have any of them because I'm not filthy rich. Well, I remember I took the kids to the mall and Sassy Lassie and I went into one of those Pop Mart stores. And I think there was I don't know if it was the Labubu's or it was something else, but there was this huge line in the store. And I did not understand why all these people were standing in line, because I didn't see anything in the store that, you know, I was like, what is this magical thing that we're all waiting for? And now that I think back, I was like, oh, maybe that's what that was. And I just didn't know it. Clearly, I didn't wait in line to get one. I didn't even know what was going on. It was a little too warm in that store, and people had some extreme smells. Let's just put it that way. So, I did not hang out in that store any longer than I had to, because I can't control my facial expressions. And so if I smell something and it's kind of like not a pleasant smell, my face will register my feelings before I can, you know, tell my face, don't do that. Don't wrinkle your nose and don't squint your eyes up and, you know, look like you just smelled a skunk that, you know, rolled around in diarrhea outside, you know. Just, I can't do it. I can't freaking do it. I wish I could. It's just, it's not in my DNA, apparently. Woo! My gosh. Whoa. I dropped a few. I don't know where they went. It's okay. Oh, they're right here. Oh, I almost just spilled my Dr. Pepper. Oh my gosh. Don't even do that, please. Don't do that. I need that. I need that. So, is that it? Oh my gosh, that's it. Look at that. That was so fast. Wow. It's amazing how when you don't have static and you're not dealing with that, how fast it can actually go. Psh, go figure. Well, I guess that is it. That is the hot air balloon set from Pretty Little Gem. Again, their website I will have listed in the description box, as well as the link to the Spilling the Tea number 6. And don't forget to leave a comment if you have any questions or anything that you want Mush and I to potentially answer in the next Spilling the Tea. So that is going to be it for me today, guys. If you have not, please consider liking, subscribing, sharing, hearting, farting, doing all the things. And I will see you again very, very soon. Big awkward hugs. Bye, guys. Hello. Hello. Hi, paw. Hi, paw. Behave. That looks gross. Oh, looks like a little booger. Well, let's get rid of that. Okay. Seriously? Words. Hang on. Okay. Fail. Oh my gosh. Why can't you talk? Oh, and Duncan's in his box. I don't know. I just keep messing up. There you go, buddy. Okay. Oh, did I really have a piece of hair? I had a piece of hair on my sleeve the whole time I did that video. Wow. Just give me the award for Professional YouTuber of the Year now. Just give it to me.